Hey guys, Seeney here, and welcome to another episode on the Australian Wealth Channel. And today we are going to be talking about Crowdstrike stock. So anyone that's been following the channel might have noticed around November, October last year that I entered a position in Crowdstrike. So today we're going to talk about where that position currently sits. So I bought this stock around October, November, and it's been only 3 months since then. And in that time that I started talking about it on the YouTube channel and when I bought it, Crowdstrike has gone up 57% in my portfolio, which is a huge gain, especially considering that it's only been 3 months. So let's talk about what Crowdstrike does first. So in a world where cybersecurity is paramount, Crowdstrike set out not only to defend against cyber attacks, but pinpoint who is launching them at the source, which I think is such a competitive advantage that they have. They're used by 44 of the top Fortune 100 companies, 9 of the top 20 banks, 5 of the top 10 largest healthcare providers, and 7 of the top 10 largest energy solutions companies. So they are in some very big companies and some very big markets. So the Crowdstrike solution is fully comprehensive with 24/7 protection, the use of AI to pinpoint attacks, and world-class security measures. So cybersecurity is obviously an industry which is huge, and it's only going to continue to grow as the world becomes more and more digitized. Being able to protect your data and prevent against attacks is incredibly important. And it just continues to happen more and more. We see more about foreign countries that hack into servers from different companies and government departments, and they manage to gain a lot of information. So having the ability to protect against this is incredibly important. So when I started talking about Crowdstrike, the valuation of the company was roughly $29 billion. That has since increased quite a lot, and now the valuation of the company is about $48 billion. So it has gone up quite significantly in that time. And I think rightfully so because of what they're doing and the sector that they're in. So revenue is roughly $200 million with an 84% increase on 2020 for the quarter. So annual recurring revenue increased 87% to $790 million, which is huge. To have a company that's growing that fast, obviously they're doing something really, really well. So this is a company that is not yet profitable. So that is something to take into account if you're looking at Crowdstrike stock. They're losing roughly $30 million on each quarter at the moment. But I think as this company continues to scale revenue, then I think that they're going to become profitable really, really fast. Because a lot of the thing with these companies that are losing a lot of money, it's really about grabbing market share and just owning that market completely. And then you can worry about profitability. It's really just a land grab at the start. So that's why you see a lot of these companies like Spotify, Uber, Dropbox once upon a time, and now Crowdstrike is having losses on the balance sheet because they really need to spend all that money to scale up, build the infrastructure so that they can get to a point where they can have insane profitability on a massive scale. So they have roughly $1 billion in cash lying around, so they've got plenty of money to burn, they'll be fine. Net cash generated from operations was $55 million compared to negative $6.2 million in the second quarter of fiscal 2020. So they've also increased their customer base by 91% year on year. So they got 91% more customers, which is nearly a double up year over year. It just goes to show like how hot this space is, and it's only going to continue. So I like this company because they're on the verge of profitability, and we've seen what happens with companies that are really on the verge of profitability. Tesla's one example where they weren't sure whether they were going to be a profitable company, and then of course they had a few quarters in a row where they became profitable, and then all of a sudden the stock exploded and there's been a massive return. And I think while Crowdstrike is really expensive at this point, what we've also seen is that companies in the past have also been very expensive. Take the case of Amazon. Basically, there's never been a time where Amazon has been a cheap stock. Maybe except for 2000 when they had the .com bubble, that'd probably be the only time. But Amazon has always been an expensive stock because they've had great growth and they continue to grow. So I think something very similar is happening with Crowdstrike there. So obviously Crowdstrike has had a massive run up, so it's really important to take that into account if you're looking at buying the stock. If you want to get into the stock, it might be worth just building a small position to start with and then wait for a pullback before adding some more. But of course the stock might continue to go up. So it's all just based on your own risk and your conviction with this company. I personally believe that the space is going to continue to grow. I won't be continuing to buy at this level. I'll be holding my position. I think there's more room left to run, but I'm comfortable with the size. It's really important to factor in the risk because things could go terribly wrong because this company is not profitable. So yes, very expensive company, but of course, you get what you pay for. We've seen that not only Amazon, but also Shopify has been expensive forever and has continued to 10x over the last few years. So I anticipate that Crowdstrike will hopefully follow in that same direction and become a company that's worth hundreds of billions of dollars, not just 50. So I'd be really keen to hear what you guys think and some stock recommendations that you have that you're looking into. Do you have any growth stocks that you think are going to be massively profitable and go up huge in the future? I'd love to hear your stocks in the comments. So make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps get these videos out to more people. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Seeney, and we'll see you later.